yet again. 2 days in a row, two shows in a row, I was able to get into the stream without having any complications. Bravo, YouTube, and welcome to VAR Nation in this edition of DCU Tonight with Rock and Light Alive. I'm your host, Rock VAR, and here with me is Hippolyta Kent. She's my silent partner at this very second, but she'll probably be joining us sporadically throughout the evening. You shake your head no, but you mean yes. Anyway, it's been a long weekend without you guys. It sucked, I have to say. So I'm glad this to be the week again to do the show, and I'm glad to be this close to the holiday season and decorating contests like we have going on, and then we got the new year to celebrate, and that's the party of the year. So we're gearing up for that. We normally spend New Year's shooting off fireworks in the watchtower, but to each their own. We have lots of news in DCUO over the weekend. They did indeed post the details about episode 20 on the forum, so I'm there right now. We're going to start out by going through that stuff and talking about that in a little bit more detail. So we got that. The contest is still going on, so you can obviously still submit your screenshots of your base and submit those to potentially win a Batman base item pack. So that's phenomenal. And we're going to talk a little DCTV later in the show and do a little playing of DCUO, because I haven't actually been on to play for a couple of days very much. So I'm looking forward to getting into some alerts later doing that. So first and foremost, I mentioned that we would be talking about DCUO news and going through, so I'm going to head on over to DCUniverseOnline.com right now and take a look at the forums. And if you go to the forum, you're going to go to announcements. Inside announcements, there's a post on episode 20 by MEPS. Click on that, and it's going to give you an option down at the bottom to go to the official patch notes. And so that is where I am, and I'm just going to give you guys some more information about what's going on. We know combat ratings for combat, for content. They didn't mention too much about rewards, but we talked about that in one of our last streams, which you can find on YouTube on our channel there. And or you can go to the DC Universe Online website and watch their actual release stream, which is what I would probably do. It's probably the best thing for you. So I'm going to take this straight from the page. We're going with the first one up here, the new Operation Blackest Night. And so ends the War of the Light saga, the epic finish to one of DCUO's most powerful storylines. A massive Black Lantern has erupted from the book-soaked streets, bloods of the book-soaked streets. He was... That's where you have crime, ladies and gentlemen. When you have book-soaked... Actually, that's probably where I would worry the most. Yeah, because if people are burning books and stuff, they got like Nazi stuff going on there. You don't want that. So that would be frightening if that was the case. But no, it's blood-soaked streets. So that's worse. Of war-torn metropolis, and Necron has risen from this deadly soil. So basically, Necron is coming to beat down on Hal Jordan, and you've got to help stop this from happening. This is an 8-player operation, obviously. You must be a level 30, and you must have a combat rating of 138 to get in. So, I think they don't tell us here what the suggested combat rating is. But let's just say I wouldn't go straight in there at a 138, necessarily. Maybe some folks can who have huge amounts of skill points and whatnot. I don't know. That's up to you. But, I will probably, because I still haven't gotten through the last 2 raids. And I'm well above the minimum CR for those. So I don't know. But anyhow, if you are a 138, that allows you to get in anyway. The next thing was Wastelands Wonderland. We talked about that a little bit, kicking the imps. Imps and demons run amok in the fiery wasteland, allowing Jacob and Jack to seductively and slowly make their moves. So they're pimping it in the wastelands, and you got to stop them from getting their groove on, I guess. I don't know. No, once again, you're coming to Raven's aid, and you're jumping in and helping stop the brothers. This is a duo, of course, and your character must be a minimum combat rating of 138 again to get into that. So that, I think that's going to work really though on a duo. The duos haven't been real ridiculous. Like you can pretty much go in them straight out of the box. But we'll see, because obviously we will show it, and it's on PC Test right now. So if you know anyone that has a YouTube channel or a friend who's on PC Test, you can go and watch that and see this content in live action. In your face live action. But not on VAR Nation for quite some time, until we get a better computer. And then we'll definitely be on test. Okay, we've got a new PvE Legends event. I don't think we touched base on this in the last stream. We're going back to Owen Science Cells. So, because we love Owen Science Cells, it's like one of the funnest missions in the game for me. We love doing it. I think everyone pretty much loves doing it. The survival mode was a big hit there. And so now we're going for PvE Legends in Owen Science Cells. And let's see, it will be available. Players can test, or actually it looks like it is now available. Let me see. Maybe up already. It is not yet. Okay. So anyway, speaking in future tense here, I guess. Yeah, it's just the same kind of a thing that you would expect. The criminals are breaking out. It's just Owen Science Cells only as PvE Legends characters. There will be Legends characters that you cannot use, and that is because the following will be restricted from participation due to their appearance in the content already, and that's Sinestro and Guy Gardner. So that would be awkward. It would be like Sinestro and Guy Gardner clones are in, like, what are you doing here? Well, it's me from 5 years from now. So there, you've got that, which I'm super excited about because I would like to go do that. I like Owen Science Cells, so if I'm doing Legends, it's going to be fun. And it won't be, I don't know, Paradox Wave is fun, but it's Paradox Wave, so you kind of get what you expect from that. But Owen Science Cells, I just kind of expect to clobber some things. So I hope I get that. We'll find out. In a future stream, I've continued to decorate my base here for the contest. I'm not done by any means. I will have that submitted in plenty of time, so I suggest you do the same. You have until December 24th to send those screenshots, or that screenshot of your base, to DC Universe Online for the contest. So you definitely want to take part in that. Aside from the PvE content that's getting updated in episode 20, there are some PvP things on PC Test now. So they are continuing to work on PvP. I know that's making a lot of folks happy, and looks like there's going to be some fixes right now on PC Test. They're fixing an issue where occasionally munitions would get its AM damage in an arena, and it's not supposed to. So they're going to fix that, so that should be something people should stop complaining about getting beasted by someone with munitions, I guess, if that ever happens. I'm shooting from the hip here, people, because I don't do PvP at all, so no experience with what I'm talking about at all. I just want to make sure if any of you are interested that you know what's happening. So they're further reducing damage from AMs by 50% in PvP. They reduce damage on DOTs from Nature, Electric, and Celestial. So you're going to see some DOTs get their damage reduced significantly. They removed AM damage from Celestial. They reduced damage from Nature's dog form. Aww. Now, that's one thing I can't get on board with. No, I'm just joking. It would be funny if, I would want the dog to do more damage, though, is the thing. Because, like, if someone's in dog form and they are biting your leg or, scratching at you or whatever it is that dogs do. What do they do? Do they go for your jugular?
I don't know. I guess so.
So whatever that is, I feel like a dog should just do more damage.
Yeah, I kind of do too. Like especially if you're changed into that form.
Yeah.
But I just love dogs, so.
Yeah. Well, that's understandable, but I don't. So anyway, I got way off track. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't have you next to me on the couch and look over at you. You're just stunning.
Oh, baby, I love you.
So anyway, the dog form. They reduce damage from nature's dog form. They further reduce damage from weapon mastery and big combos by 50%. And this is PvP combat we're talking about. Now, don't. I know someone will do that. Don't do that yet. It's only on PC test. This isn't active yet in the game, but it will be. And I don't know. These could all be good changes. Maybe people will be stoked about this stuff. PvPers seem to be happier when things are made more difficult for them. So we'll see. Further reduced damage from weapon mastery and big combos by 50%. I said that. And they fixed a few other nature abilities that didn't have the correct damage reduction in PvP. So there you go. So I guess the idea is powers are supposed to do less damage.
Oh, that's what I would.
I don't know. But anyway, so that's your rundown for what happened over the weekend, or what was put on the forums in the announcements section for episode 20. Those are all the details we have now. Also on PC Test, powers, mental powers. I said that incredibly backwards. Mental's getting a bit of an adjustment to some powers here. Mass hysteria, they're reducing the supercharge cost by 250%. Invisibility, pyrokinesis may no longer be loaded into the invisibility loadout tray. So that's a change for you, I guess. None of these affect you. So
Woohoo!
Looks like you're doing just fine. There we go. So that is the DCUO news that we've got for the show. DC Universe Online, a free-to-play game. If you want to download a version of it, or download the base version of it, you can go to DCUniverseOnline.com and download it to your PC. Be sure you check the specs before you do that. Or if you're playing on PlayStation 3 or 4, you can go directly to the PlayStation Store and download it as a free download and play it that way. And then you've got the option to either purchase, bundle packs and different things that you might want as far as the missions are concerned, or DLCs, or you can pick up a membership. It's right around $14.99 a month, so I believe still. You can do 3-month, you can do year, you can do 6-month, however much money you can jingle in that direction. So in the world of DC Comics and DC TV, obviously, there was none on over the weekend, so not a whole lot happened. You have Supergirl on tonight, I believe, and so that's supposed to be, not sure which episode this is coming, so, but we'll find out tonight. We'll talk about that tomorrow for sure. And then as far as everything else that goes, it may be on hiatus. I don't even know if we're getting new Flash or new Arrow or anything like that this week. So we'll have to kind of talk about that as it happens. Maybe. Movie news, nothing really happened. The second trailer for Batman Superman came out. We talked about that in one of our previous shows. One thing I didn't mention was Lex Luthor. I'm not too sure that I'm going to be fond of in this movie. I don't know. He just acts kind of weird. He's like kind of Joker-esque, it seems to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. But when him and Jared Leto get, hooked up or whatnot, I'm sure it'll be an interesting combination for the two of them. So, but outside of that, not a whole lot going on in the world of DC. There was a trailer released for, actually, I guess there is, and it's not DC, but there was a trailer released for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. We watched that.
Woohoo!
Stephen Amell playing Casey Jones. I couldn't be more thrilled about that if it was me playing Casey Jones, because I would suck at Casey Jones. But Stephen Amell is going to be awesome. That's going to be super sweet. So that gives me a reason to watch that movie again. Also, if you haven't seen it yet, Bebop and Rocksteady look really nice. They look like straight out of the cartoon. And they talk straight out of the cartoon. That's what I was thrilled with. They're kind of thug-like. So check that out. I'm sure you can find it on YouTube. It was like one of the first suggested videos that came up when we went to YouTube that day. And I believe I favorited it, so you can see it at @var_nation on Twitter. If you ever want to check out it, one thing that I do is I go through YouTube. We're on YouTube all the time, and so if I find any cool videos, be it of another YouTuber, or of a movie or comic book or anything that, I feel that anyone I know would be interested in, I will click on the like button, and that automatically tweets it at our @var_nation. So if you follow our Twitter account, you can get all of this stuff, all the videos that I'm going to talk about on shows, and know what the hell it is that I'm talking about. Or you can just get it from me if you don't have Twitter or YouTube or what have you. So, but anyway, it is a section that we like to call the Vault. Cue jingle. I said cue jingle. We don't have a jingle. I didn't mean you, though. I was just, somebody back there's fired. We don't have a jingle. Damn it. Damn this non-jingle happening. We're going to the vault. We're going to the vault. It's the vault, and it's not your fault. And Harley Quinn.
Yay.
All right, mute your microphone real quick.
Okay.
Oh, jingle bells, Batman smells, Robin laid an egg, the Batmobile lost a wheel and the Joker got away. Hey!
Okay, we can come back. I just wanted to hear Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
I love it when he sings to us. So we're here in the vault. Every day you can come into the vault and you can pick up new stuff or different stuff or the same stuff. It's really very random, and a lot of times you don't win. But if you're going to get some of those rare things that happen to fall out of the sky when you're in the holiday season, you're going to have to come into the vault and check it out. So you want to come in every day, or we want to come in every day because we want to have the potential to get something awesome, like the Superboy hoodie. So I'm going to start coming in here as a segment every day, and then that one time that I get, if I ever get the Superboy hoodie, if it is ever given to me, I will flip my lid on a live stream. I will flip my lid right in your face. It's lid flipping time, and I'll just be like, yeah! I'll be running around the house just screaming, I got my hoodie! I'll write a song about it, and I'll sing it to you. So that's the reason to sub. Sub right now to VAR Nation so that someday you can hear Rock VAR lose his shit in the middle of a stream when he finally gets that Superboy hoodie. So let's see what we got. We're back from the vault. Let's see if we got anything we wanted. We got that came from another mission. It's a third world hyper piston display. Should go ahead and take that. All these things were from previous missions, so wondering where the vault stuff went.
I believe.
Oh, I got
possibly.
a snowdrift.
Oh.
A slushy snowdrift. This came from something else. So I really only got that, but I also got a mark of victory. That's weird that those things didn't show up. Maybe they just haven't shown up yet. Because it looked like I got several blue items. Normally you get a style or something like that. Yeah, here they are. They came at the top.
Yeah.
So I got gloves of the ancient builders, which was the Egyptian style. I already have it. I cannot trade it and I cannot sell it. So the only thing I can do with it is delete it. Booyah. Got some snowballs, which I will equip for later use. that's from, and that came from a Flash museum. So that was it today. That was my bounty for the vault, and I'll be able to go again after resets, which for me will be like 3 a.m. I think, or I don't know. I think after 3 pretty much we can do it. Oh my gosh, look how close I am to a feat, or to getting a skill point. I need like a fourth of a feat. Holy crap. If you're just joining us, you are watching DCU Tonight on VAR Nation. This is live, coming at you from our living room to your living room. It's kind of like our living rooms are touching right now. We have very friendly living rooms. If you press your face really close to the glass on the TV screen, I'll tickle your nose. Joking. If you tried, now you have a mark from your nose on your TV. That was not cool. Prick job. That was a real prick job. So I'm not doing the seasonal right now, really. You have to still do it, right? You still have to find Larfleas. Yep. I'm going to come with you then.
I still have to find Larfleas, and I have to get one piece of furniture left in the 2015 set.
Cool. I can help with that, because I don't need anything else. So I can buy it for you.
Oh my goodness,
Wouldn't that be nice of me?
That would be so nice of you.
I feel like there should be some kind of a humanitarian award given to me for that.
Oh, you will get one.
Yeah. I like rewards. Look at the window.
Yay.
I don't know if I brought any people over here.
Oh, that's pretty.
It snows.
That is so pretty.
It's like it's snowing outside even if it's not. So if you live in a warm place, you can go ahead and build your little snow house inside DCUO. Pretend that it's snowing. And you can't really give gifts, though. I guess we could trade with each other. If we wanted to give holiday gifts or something. Do some trading.
Yeah, that's what... That would be neat. I mean, I gave you that.
Oh, that's right. You did.
Mm-hmm.
That was my Christmas present, wasn't it? With the big flash face? Or the... No. Oh, we got to go over to the... I'll show it to him. I'll show you my Christmas present. If I can ever find where in the holy crap I put my teleporter in this base. It's in the back, isn't it?
It's back there.
I've been flying around looking for it. Like, where is my base? By God. I don't know, just kind of do some strolling on the forums while we're going between things and see if there are any other topics of discussion for future things, because a lot of times they put stuff up here in the test forum. You can kind of see what in a little bit better detail what's going on. We've got that deck your base contest. I'll give the details of that out again before the end of the stream so you know what's happening. We did have downtime today, but there was a server kind of maintenance thing, so it really had nothing to do, as far as I know, with the game, other than its storage space. There was my Christmas present. And so I'm turning it into, I'm making VAR Studios down here to where this will be the backdrop of our normal broadcasts. And I'm going to decorate it with more DC stuff all around the room. But you can see we've got the cameras, so I've got 3 angles. We got our control room over here for the cameras. Got our lighting. And our broadcast equipment is all up here. So this is what sends the signal out. You can see the garbage that we produce is represented by this black mucus that's being funneled out the top of the building. That's our content right there, folks. And if you go outside, there's satellites. So there you go. Little mini tour. You can't go in the dressing room, though. It's off limits. You're already out there. I gotta come to you. Go and do the seasonal while I'm looking at the forums. Changes to Arenas PvP, that's for sure. as well go talk to Hal so I can get some holly leaves for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I like giving you leaves. We are live right now. I'm going to the YouTube channel so as to see if there's any... hey, what's going on? T-Mill Games. How you doing, buddy? In the chat. Thanks for joining. I'll tell you what. Question of how fast is the flash here on YouTube? That can be easily answered. Depends on which flash you're talking about.
Yeah.
And which time period you're talking about. Which reality you're talking about. Which Earth you're talking about. Either way, we have the answer, so just ask. If we don't have it, we know someone who does. Oh crap, I'm going the wrong way now. Go talk to Hal, who's still surprisingly in a good Christmas spirit, being that he's a Black Lantern in the game right now.
Is the exact opposite
It's like
of
we
the
got
true
alternate
spirit of the
Hal.
holiday season. Recover the stolen holiday goods and show him what the holiday season is really about. Generosity.
Goodwill towards men. Women, you get the short end of the stick. I think it's kind of dumb that it is mankind, though. I mean, but that comes from human. I think it's just a shortening. That's how I would view that. Not that, Yes, I am... T-Mill Games is asking if we're excited for the cross-platform play with PC. I am super excited about that for several reasons. I'm a little scared of it for several reasons, but I'm also super excited about it, and I'll tell you why those reasons are. So the PC community is very, very interesting to me. I've never known, when we started playing this game, it was our first MMO, and so being console players for most of our lives, we were not used to game community at all, or even communicating with someone else. I mean, I grew up in a world where we didn't have online gaming, or if we did, I didn't have it. So when we started playing this game, we started on the PC community, and like I said, we had a crappy computer, so we had horrible lag. It was hardly playable, really, but we had fun. It was, a good experience overall. But we quit playing because our computer just sucked so bad. The lag made me so mad I couldn't do anything, and it was causing big problems in groups and, everything else. So when I finally got a PS3, which was years later, and got into the game, I assumed that it was going to be like the PC community, and I kind of thought, and it is to a degree, but it's just a different kind of vibe, I don't know how to describe that really. It's not what I thought it was going to be. I kind of thought we'd all get on here and we'd all be comic book junkies, and we'd all, hang out and talk about comics and whatever, and there is that to a big degree in the game, but I feel like the community on the PC side might be stronger as far as being a sense of togetherness. And I feel like hopefully they can teach us that. I guess that's where I'm going with that. I feel like maybe the PC community will take us under their wing and, teach those things like, being a community, having things like, there's a community council that we on PS3 I don't think know much about, or at least most people that I talk to don't. And it's like, they take the games very seriously, and I love this game, so I think it's going to be fun to play with people that take it that seriously. because we love this game. Like, there's no getting around it. This is what we'd rather do with our time than most anything. So, if we can spend some time with people who also live the game, that's kind of... Yeah, T-Mill agrees. Martez McClure, what's up, man? I love the name. But we shall see. They may eat us alive. They may hate us. It's hard to tell. I don't know. But it could be fun. Plus, I guess it's going to give us a lot more, quicker queue times. We're going to get into instances a lot faster. All around, I think, just a good idea. But hopefully it doesn't go the opposite way and it's just a bunch of laggy mess. Which, that could be the case, because when it went from, first went free to play, it was a laggy mess for us. But then it worked itself out. At first that was kind of traumatizing because we were used to getting on and, just playing, and then all of a sudden there's a wait time, and it was just, whoa. Well, we suffered through it because we love this game, and we would rather sit here and wait to get on this game than do most anything else. It always comes back to that. They got me. Got me right where they want me. I have my own character with its own backstory. It's in the world of DC. My God, I don't think it could get any better. If this game ever ends, I don't know what I'm going to do.
I love the winter holiday.
No, I don't even wanna
I'm
think
not
about
thinking
it.
about it. We got another, I don't know how long. We're going to cherish every minute of it. Because there was a world where DC Universe Online didn't exist, and I hated that world. And I basically had to pretend every other game that I played was DC Universe Online until it existed. Like, I don't know. There were other superhero games. They didn't really compare to this one for me. And we got pretty cool games as far as from Marvel, like the X-Men games and the Marvel Alliance thing that we played a lot of. Those were cool, but the entire time I'm picking characters that have powers similar to Superman or Batman or, It was just much, much cooler when DC Universe came along. We played a lot of Justice League Heroes, though, didn't we?
Oh yeah, we played.
We went through that every
like it
which
was
way you
going out of
possibly
style.
could. It was kind of like for a while, before we had DCUO, we would log into that game and just not do missions or, not move forward or progress, but walk around and play with the environment as much as we could. Hey, look, there's someone else. That's not you. Where are you at? You're still out here, aren't you? Oh, we're not in a damn group again. What? Yeah, man. T-Mill Games agrees. Justice League Heroes. I really did enjoy that. We still have it, I think.
Yeah, we did.
I don't know if we have the console that we played it on. What was that, Xbox?
Yeah, I think so.
I still have the Xbox. I might be able to make that happen.
Wow.
There was another game we liked a lot, too, that I don't remember, and we can't play it because it's not on. There was an old Superman game that was cool, but I never got good at it. I don't even think I could get past, the first level, but it was fun. It looked real comic booky, which was cool.
It's over there too.
Yep. I don't get rid of those ones. Number one. Number two, I feel like there's going to be a way to play them. There might already be. Because I've played some of the stuff that was from Xbox on the 360. Oh, I don't have a 360 anymore. Well, never mind. That's why. Maybe someday Sony will buy Xbox. And then it'll be on a PS4 or PS 800, whatever it is at that point.
PSX 800 box. I don't know.
Just shorten it to the box. If we all hold our breath, Disney will buy everything out, and it'll all just become one big thing. Did I tell you what I did in Walmart the other day with the old couple? I almost gave two old people a heart attack. and it was, I mean, I legitimately scared them, and I didn't mean to, because I was so excited about Star Wars. They, I was just walking through Walmart, just the front of the store, and there's like, I don't even know what they're called, the big ass ships, you know, the big ass, not the Death Star, but just like the big battleships. They had toys of them, but they were real cool looking, and they looked like, you know, collectible merchandise, but they weren't that expensive. And they just had a whole bunch of stuff, and I was walking, there was an older dude standing there looking at it, and I came around the corner and I didn't see him, all I saw was the stuff, and I just real loud went, "What the fuck?" And like they both about jumped out of their shoes. I ran over and started picking things up and looking at it, and I apologized. I was like, "I'm sorry. I'm really excited right now that I live in a world where Star Wars is in almost every store." And I told him that. I was like, and it's all thanks to Disney. I picked it up and showed him the little Disney insignia, and I was like, if it wasn't for Disney, it's always been around, you know what I mean? But Disney will make that shit a household name. Disney will make kids grow up with it, and so future generations will be as cool as ours is. Because we were kind of not force-fed, but we were fed it as kids from our parents, and now that'll be how the world is, because the Disney Corporation thought, you know what, let's make that happen. Are they responsible for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as well?
I don't know. That I'm not sure.
Tiny boxes. No ticky-tacky. Just the boxes.
This is all for me.
Legends of Tomorrow continues to look awesome. DC Comics has been tweeting out a lot of things about it. I think there's going to be a companion. There's going to be, of course, action figures. They're really promoting that.
Awesome.
And I'm thinking that's because it's going to lead into something cool. No sound, Deadpool says.
Mine!
No sound of us or the background. Probably I would hope the background. Because we have it muted. Because it's for whatever reason, we don't have it muted. We have it set to mute itself when we start to talk. Because it's hard to compete with the noises that go on. Most YouTube videos that I hear or watch of DCUO, it's kind of like it's overpowering. So I tried to get rid of it a little bit just for this particular show, because we do a lot of talking and giving out information and whatnot. I also could be full of shit, and it could just be okay, game audio. Yeah, my bad, man. When we shut up, you'll hear it. It's kind of like that.
Those are mine.
Oh,
These are mine.
you know what's weird is trying to control sound on streams is completely different from what I'm used to. Like, well, if I had the right equipment, it wouldn't be, but there's no way for us to test it really on our end. And every time I've tried to mess with the sound when streaming, it either it's just been a horrible experience. Let's just say that. Like, I used to run sound for a living, and trying to get the right sound with what we're using has been a horrible experience. But then again, I'm using a gaming headset. She's plugged in with a USB with one of those real cheap gaming headsets, like from Kmart and whatnot, because she refused to let me buy her a good one. and then we're just running straight into the PS4. So it's definitely not a class act here yet at the Nation. We hope to get it that way at some point, though. That's what we really want to do. We want to build the stream to where we're like professional streamers. I mean, I want VAR Nation to be like a channel that has more on it than even just our shows. That, you know, where we could have, you know, I'm just going to make up names, Jim Bob's Corner for something, you know what I'm saying? And just kind of keep that rolling. Eventually, with the right equipment, I can make it that way. But I just have to build to that because I've worked with all the equipment you could possibly need to do that before, but I don't own it, so that's where I'm at. I've done it a lot for other people, but I've never accumulated. And the stuff that I did accumulate for myself is so old now you wouldn't want me to use it. Because, you know, back when I was working at the radio station, it was still a different world from what people are used to now. We were still using carts, for God's sakes. And digital was just starting to be a new thing. That was kind of ruining the world of the DJ. That's when I kind of popped into that, was when it was ending, pretty much. And there are, you know, now you have syndicated shows, and you have, you know, stuff like that. And a lot of people don't realize that's not coming from your local radio station. Your local radio station is being manned by one dude who's sitting there watching a computer roll around. 147. He's asking me what my skill points are. I have, what the hell? I think it's here. Oop.
You can go in traits too.
Yeah, 176. And looks like in a half a feat, or if I get a 1-star feat, I'll be getting in my next one. We got real hot and heavy working on skill points at some point, and then we fell off of it. It just, they're important, they are. I'm never going to say they're not, but I just got to the point where I was seeing how things were being changed in the game that was leveling playing fields, so to speak. So if you had real high SP or you were, you know, doing stuff like that, you're basically getting leveled out anyway with other people that are in your group now. So much as there's a cap to the amount of damage that can even be done. So if you're in a group with like a real badass DPS, he's going to hit a cap of damage that he can do, so to speak, as far as they're setting it to where his might powers will only do so much damage regardless of if his might is over a specific threshold. So I kind of got to the point where I was like, okay, well, then I guess I don't need to worry about that because it's going to be a non-issue someday. Kind of like worrying about, you know, getting health up and getting all that kind of stuff. It's not really a non-issue anymore. It's always good to have like vit and power and stuff too, but it's getting ready to be, I mean, look how much you can do without needing your power regenerated because of the self-regeneration that you've got now. And so it's getting to the point where I feel like the game's going to be less role-oriented and more kind of like we're all, you know, self-sufficient. I don't know if it'll go that way completely or not, but I just have a feeling that that's the way it's going. So I don't know. And I'm fine with that too. I mean, I like playing in roles. I love my favorite kind of group ever is 1-1-1-1. Sell you some power mods. I don't even know if I have any power mods.
Yeah, you need them yourself.
Do I? I don't have any mods right now on my equipment. Like, my equipment's all unmodded except for the base mods. And that is also, again, due to the same reason why I was just explaining. It really hasn't made much of a difference in my gameplay. And gear's coming out so fast that I found myself behind schedule on modding my gear. So I just kind of threw caution to the wind, and it seems to be working itself out all right. There was a time when that would have driven me insane to look there and see empty color slot missing. 62 precision.
62 precision.
Critical ability attack chance. Might. 61 might I'm missing. All because I'm lazy.
No, all because I don't.
Yeah. Because you don't run my tune anymore. Why? You want to go do a duo?
Sure.
Our league is growing rapidly. We love to see that happening. I don't know if we got any league mates on the stream tonight or not. I don't know if Dark made it. So, I want to do Demon's Plan. Witcha. Or wait, Demon's Pit. Wait, which one's which? Damn, now I'm confused.
The plan, I think, is the Allure.
That's the 4-player, right?
Right. And then the Pit, I believe.
Okay. Let's go do the Pit. Because we did the 4-player last time. We did PvE Legends last time. We'll do PvE Legends again sometime without those 2 characters, though. Just giving up on that feat. Although, right now, if I could get it, I'd have a freaking skill point.
I know.
Gosh darn it. After the stream, we may have to try. I don't want everyone to see how bad we suck. So we'll keep that part to ourselves. But I have got to get that feat. See, now it's kicking in. There's something there I haven't completed, so now I have to do it. No. No, I don't. It's invigorating to not. Is that weird? I guess it's weird for most other people. Come over here and talk to Buddha. No, not that one. Apparently. This one.
This one.
Talk to the wrong Buddha. He's like, and I will not heal you. You were over there praying to my brother. He is not the right Buddha. That's the other brother Buddha. We got a weird order in here the other day. Should check the whichever orders that we are going to still need for the feat. We haven't got that yet, have we?
Yeah, the only one we need is Wildcat first. I think.
Oh, my friend is cute, he says. My friend's my wife. That's Hippolyta Kent, and Lida for short. She's the one here in the chat with us. And, yep, she's taken. Sorry. She is very cute. Even in real life, she looks like that without the wings.
Darn it.
Yeah, I know. That would be so cool. I wouldn't want wings, though, because I wouldn't be able to sit comfortably anymore. Dude, stop doing that. Wally is... I threw a snowball at him.
Oh, dang.
Now he's pissed. I'm sorry. I still consider Wally the superior Flash. Sorry, everyone. I know people hate me for that. But I don't know if superior is the right word. I don't think that's the right word at all. It's just my favorite.
Just different. Yeah.
But I guess I should just say I consider him my Flash. So when I see the name Flash, I don't normally think of Barry. Unless it's a TV show. Wouldn't it be awesome if there was a spin-off Kid Flash? No! You know, they said they were going to do Teen Titans, remember?
Uh-huh.
What if they're setting that up with Wally?
Oh, that would be nice.
Wouldn't it, though? Oops, I missed him. Man, I'm going to die if I don't get this. Nope. Because that would be super cool with me. Because Flash, I don't know if anyone's watching that hasn't seen The Flash recently. They've introduced Wally West into the show, so he was the first Kid Flash and member of the Teen Titans. So I'm hoping that's what's going on right now. Taking that mark of victory. I still have to get I think the belt of the live wire.
Ooh,
Or shock jock.
nice.
You know, when I grow up, I want to be a neophyte.
Oh my
What is a
goodness.
neophyte? Does anyone know what that is?
It's a ninja.
It's a ninja in this game, but is that what it is?
Yeah. Isn't it a type of ninja? Or a level
Apparently
of
it's like a
ninja?
super ninja. But I really enjoy... So not only this, because we're coming back to the Demon's Pit, but I also like the 4-player because we go to Nanda Parbat, and I don't know what... how else to describe that as much as I can say beautiful.
Yeah, it is very
Like, it
beautiful.
looks to me exactly what I would assume Roz's place of dwelling would look like. Like very ancient, but beautiful, well-kempt, difficult to navigate. Because why would he make it easy? I mean, people might be coming there to kill him, so he's going to make it like kind of a maze, I would think. So I'm real happy to see a good representation, not just for an instance where, you know, you have elements of things that you have to do, but it would be like, you know, if they did something where you're going into the Daily Planet and they didn't make it look like the Daily Planet because they wanted it to be more built for the mission, you know, like if they changed things as props for the mission and stuff like that, it wouldn't be as fun. But the fact that they kind of made it, in my opinion, you know, brick for brick what Nanda Parbat would look like inside thrills me. And then they just put the instance inside of it. And it's kind of my favorite kind of gameplay too. I mean, it's more tank oriented. I love so much to have a tank in a group. I mind my manners. I follow them. I call it my pocket. I get in the tank's hip pocket and I follow him through the mission. And that is where I play from. That's my fault. I put those I put those snowballs on my loadout because I was gonna. So every time
So you threw a snowball
Yeah,
at
right in his
Oliver?
face.
You were like, take that, Oliver.
I was right in his face. I hit him hard with the snowball too. I can chuck that thing. All right, let me get the damn snowballs off my loadout. Oh, see, that does that. And I'll say that, like, so we keep our settings set to where we're always in the perfect group, 1-1-1-1. And it's become real annoying to me when tanks, or I don't know if they're tanks or not. My feeling is that they're not. They're DPS that come in with their tank flag as a secondary. And I don't know if it's like people who tank and it's more fun for them to DPS, so that's what they want to do, or if it's that it's a DPS who thinks that they're a high combat rating enough to not need a tank, so they come in place of the tank and then they DPS. If that's the case, it's frustrating as hell. I'll just say that right off the gate. If it's tanks who just want to play DPS and they're having fun doing that,
Sugar.
oops, sorry, then that I understand. Like, I can get behind that. But, like, if it's someone who's ruining my gameplay, basically because they think they don't need a tank, and because they don't think they need a tank, they don't think anyone else in the group will think that, that's annoying to me. So whenever I go in and I've got it set for the perfect group, and I end up in that situation where the person who would be a tank is DPSing. I tend to just go back out and then like re-queue and hope that I get in with a tank. I was really hoping Atomic Powers would make tanking a thing again. Do it! Do it! No! He was hanging on by a thread. He's like, you will not hit me. If I wouldn't have goofed around, I was going to just go ahead and die. And then I didn't, and I thought I might have a chance. So you're saying I might have a chance. Be the change. Should be our motto. It's already somebody's motto, though. Be the change in your world.
Have this thing called negotiation.
Damn, Ollie. Stand in one spot for long enough for me to do damage to you, bud. Nope.
Sugar.
I'm gonna have to go here. I was trying to come back and heal, but I was going the wrong direction. Healed by Buddha. Oop. There's the wall. Get an up close and personal look at that.
Nice try, punk.
I hate that green thing. Holy crap, Oliver is taking his freaking Wheaties. He injected the Wheaties directly into his system.
Need input.
Damn it.
I know the feeling, Ollie. Yeah, my ass. Sit down, son.
Can't we all just join hands and sing Kumbaya?
Nope. No kumbaya for you, Oliver. Now I have a real dilemma.
Ready? Go. Rock, paper.
Brainiac totally beats whatever you picked.
And it's the truth.
I think the next time I play with my brother, that's exactly what I want to do.
Brainiac wins.
Knowing my luck, though, he would probably do the same thing.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, Brainiac. Darn it.
Brainiac totally beats Scissors. If you're new to the stream, it's the first time that you're watching or joining, we have a website, varnationdcuo.com. There's not a ton on it, but we do talk about our different kind of programs that we have on YouTube and our intentions and all that kind of good stuff. So you can check that out. We have a Twitter account, var_nation. You can follow us there, and that is where we will talk about what's going on. Like each day, I'll talk about what our topics are going to be on the show that night, and do a little spoiler that way. And then we also, we tweet out whenever we go live, so that way people can tell if they care to tell. And that's that. But subscribing to our YouTube channel helps, because we're trying to get partnered up, and we would love, it counts how many subscribers you have, how many views, and that kind of thing. So it helps us if you subscribe and share us with your friends. Tell if you have friends that are into comics or want to see some DCUO gameplay, or just want to hear a couple morons ramble for a couple hours, let them know. It's always fun. It'll make you feel better about yourself.
Here at VAR Nation, we're all about you feeling better about yourself.
It's pretty much what it is. I think I said in one of my videos that we only like to make fun of ourselves. We're pretty good at it. I just don't like the back and forth stuff that happens. I'm more interested in having fun in the game, and I assume that there's a bunch of players out there who are also interested in having fun. Now, their idea of fun may not be watching me fail over and over again, but then again, it might be a good laugh. Somebody told me the other day I DPS like a level 20.
I think that was a result of me, though.
Yeah, it was. Well, it was a result of me. It was a result of my mouth standing up for you. But there's still apparently such hateful people in the world that even after two people leave an instance because they're running their mouths about one of the players, they send you private messages of hate. And somebody did that to my lovely wife, and I responded in kind. And then he responded with that I DPS like a level 20. I'm like, actually, I take that as a compliment, because level 20s are full of heart, man. Those guys want it. But that's not what he meant. What he meant was I suck. But yeah, that's the kind of thing that is painful, is that, there are people out there in the world that are so bent on their opinions being right and them being the best at everything, that not only will they ridicule people to their faces, but they will send them nasty grams after the fact, telling them again how bad they think they are. And I don't even understand that. I can't begin to understand it. I just don't.
Me neither. Not in a game that's supposed to be, full of heroes.
Yeah. Well, not even in life. I don't understand how a person could become that way. I've hated people pretty genuinely before in my life, and I still did not send them hate grams, although I wanted to. And had it not been for my wife, I probably would have. But, I can't understand being that way in a freaking game, being so upset. And it always comes about with someone who thinks that they don't have power. And every single time it happens, I look up at my power bar, and it's full. And I look up at the other person's power bar in the mission, and it's full. And the person that's complaining, I watch them using needless power. I'm sorry, but they're doing it. So I don't really have sympathy in that kind of a situation when someone... In this game today, you should not need to suck power. Everything has a freaking power regeneration. Now, if you're a healer, I get it. A little bit. But I don't get getting nasty over it, because that's, you're a healer. You're supposed to love people. If not, be a DPS so you can murder things and vent some of that frustration, I guess. I don't know. But, that's what the ignore list is for. And so we didn't let it ruin our gameplay. We simply put them on the ignore list and moved on down the road. Because now, our beautiful game makes it so that if someone's on your ignore list, you don't end up queued with them. So we'll never see that person again, ever, unless it's at a convention or something. But I doubt that, because we don't go anywhere.
Well, people are less likely to be meanie patinis to people's faces.
Yeah, well, when they look at 270, 6'5" in the face, they typically aren't mean to me. But when they're, once Mr. Squeaky Voice in the game, who knows? But I don't think that's necessarily true anymore. People are mouthy and hateful to each other regardless of any fear of action, because anymore there isn't any action. You can get sued and jailed, and if you're in Texas, hung. Or electrocuted. I'm not sure what they do there. I think it's electrocution. But anyway, bad things happen, so people don't do that anymore, and we have a whole generation of little mouthy punks that know that. And they choose to run their mouths with that information. I don't know. Not everybody, though, because there's a ton of good people in this game. Like, for every person that's been a jerk, there's been that one person who matters that isn't.
Yeah.
So we got lucky, and we got into a really good league. The Kryptonian Gladiators, you couldn't ask for a better group of people. There's no cattiness, there's no fighting, there's no, lobbying for position. It's all just a bunch of chill people who enjoy gaming and like to occasionally hang out and run stuff together, but, play your way. And it's worked really good. We've been in the league since we were recruited. It's been over 3 years, I think. And it's been a really good atmosphere. Nobody tries to run it like it's a school or a job or, any of that kind of crap, because that would be really annoying. Some of us had jobs and went to school. I'm going to die because I'm talking so much, and there's a bomb going to go off next to me. And he's flinging me around like I'm a little punk. But, I don't know. Our league's been a really good experience. Thanks to our leader, Android Superman 42, who inspired us from very early on in the game. And, he's the kind of league leader that lets everybody be themselves, encourages good faith and goodness, and that's what he gets. He leads by example. So, and that's my favorite kind of leader. Alright, this punk's going down. I'm tired of him. You don't box a Kryptonian, dude.
That's smart. Blood in my eye.
Did I mention that I am fully functional? Especially Brainiac.
Peace. And I still died. That's how I win, ladies and gentlemen, in death. But at least we got him. Or knocked out. I don't die. I just get knocked out. I come back. Like the plague. Without all the bloodiness. 126 legs, 126 waist, focusing element 7. That's what I'm going with. Ooh, and I got a naughty list Lex Luthor.
Nice.
Lex is definitely on the naughty list. I mean, obviously I like the dude, Mr. Cullen, or whatever.
Carlisle?
Yeah, but it's making me feel for the character a lot more. Especially the way that he was helping out the last time. Speaking of, we were brilliant. In our brilliance today, we ran our show right through Supergirl. So, oops. That was a dumb thing to do. I should really try to time this up with what's going on TV. Since we are talking DCTV, it might be a good idea for me to make sure I'm not interrupting it when we're doing the show. So, but anyway, we are going to go ahead and wrap up just because this was going to be an early show anyway. We didn't do it on Monday. We changed the way that we did things. Like last week, I assumed that I would do Tuesday through think Tuesday through Saturday, and then not do it Sunday and Monday. And then this past one, I didn't do it on Saturday. And I like that kind of weekend schedule, to where if we do live streams on Saturday, they'll just be like let's play type stuff with not a whole lot of talky. And then the weekday shows will be this kind of a thing where we give a little what kind of news is going on in DCUO. If there isn't any news really going on in DCUO and there's not really a whole lot to talk about, right that minute, we may pick a topic in DC Comics just to talk about, and then just play. And just just play the game. But again, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, VAR Nation. That way you'll get announcements and stuff, or alerts when we go live, and it helps us quite a bit. Hit like and share if you enjoyed yourself. Visit our website, varnationdcuo.com. Our Twitter page, @VAR_nation. Patron, we've got a Patron page, patron.com/VARNation. And if anybody's feeling froggy, we can take support at either the Patron page or the subscribe button on our YouTube channel. So that'll help us. If you want to grow with us and help us grow, that'd be the best way, because that would help us get to the point where we can do actual streams, like what most people are used to when they look at a stream, which would be a PC version of it, I think, so that we could control what you can see on the screen, pops up, put some stuff up there that you can read, and banners and stuff like that you just can't do on PS4. That said, we are looking at a trip potentially in the beginning of the year to Austin, Texas. We may be going just for the heck of it, and so if we do, we will try to get some video or something from where the studio is there to post and let you guys see kind of on the down low. We'll infiltrate. We will not infiltrate. Let's just say that right now. There will be no infiltration.
We'll be taking pictures of the outside.
Yeah. I am not trying to sneak in or break in or anything of that nature. If we happen to see someone like MEPS or SJ or Spittle or any of the group, they'll know we're there because we'll scream real loud. We'll be like, ah! And then it'll be like Wayne's World. We'll drop to the ground and we'll be like, we're not worthy.
Not worthy. We're not worthy.
But I myself have never been to Texas, and I'm super interested in the Austin area, so we're gonna make a trip down there. And I don't even know if you can even get on the lot. I don't know how it works. If you have to just kind of drive by and snap a shot of it, or what the deal is. But my intention between now and then is to somehow get a hold of a video camera, because I would like to be able to do some editing of it. I don't want it to, because what I'm looking at right now is live streaming from my iPhone as I'm like walking up to the studio and whatnot. Hey, Dark, glad to see you, buddy. So that'll be happening probably mid to late January is when we're going out there. So. But other than that, guys, we'll be back on tomorrow. I was going to do an updates with Rock on the details for the YouTube, or for the DCUO content in episode 20, so you'll be seeing that this week. Other than that, we'll do our live streaming for the rest of the week, hopefully, and, do what we do. We will enjoy DCUO. So thanks for joining us. Again, this is Rock Var for Hippolyta Kent saying peace out.
Peace out.